Have you ever been hit with a wave of heat out of nowhere while sitting at your desk, lying in bed, or in the middle of a conversation? If so, you're not alone. Hot flashes affect nearly 75% of women going through perimenopause or menopause. But did you know that the food you eat could be making them worse or helping you cool down naturally? In this week's episode of Integrative Medicine for Energy and Health, I'm diving into the top 10 foods that trigger hot flashes and sharing healthier hormone-supportive alternatives that can help quench the flames from within. So friend, whether you're in the middle of the hormonal roller coaster or just starting to notice changes and you want to know what foods on your plate are fueling the fire, then grab a notebook and pen and let's dive in. Hey friend, welcome to Integrative Medicine for Energy and Health. Are you struggling with low energy, excessive weight, chronic fatigue, imbalanced hormones, or body aches and pains that are robbing you of enjoying life? If you're ready to take the guesswork out of living a healthier life, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Rekishia. I'm a mom, honorably retired Air Force veteran, award-winning author, social worker, and Christian alternative medicine provider. For years, I tried improving my health through conventional medicine and nothing worked until I finally found a simple strategy that was easy and fun. This podcast will provide you with natural ways to increase energy, lose weight, regulate hormones, and improve your mood. If you're ready to live, look, and feel better, grab your favorite cup of herbal tea and let's jump in. Welcome back to Integrative Medicine for Energy and Health, where every week women like you come to reset, rebalance, and reclaim their health naturally. I'm your host, Rekishia McMillan, Air Force veteran, integrative health coach, and someone who's walked this hormone balancing journey firsthand. And let me tell you, today's episode is hot, and I mean literally. If you've ever been blindsided by a wave of heat in the middle of a meeting, woke up drenched at 2 a.m., or felt like your internal thermostat just completely betrayed you, then friend, you are not alone. We're talking hot flashes, what causes them, and which top 10 foods may be making them worse, and what you can eat and sip instead to quench those flames for good. Now, before we jump in, I just want to say thank you for tuning in, sharing, and showing up each week. This space is all about helping you balance hormones, increase energy, and lose weight without the overwhelm. Because the truth is, your body is going through changes and it's just out of rhythm, and I'm here to help you get it back. Let me take you back to when I was in my late 30s. I was a busy mom, serving on active duty with the Air Force and ministry leader. I was focused on getting through my days, but my body had other plans. I started experiencing the weirdest symptoms, blinding migraine headaches, freezing cold hands and feet, even in the middle of summer, and then hot flashes during the day and especially at night. I didn't know it at the time, but I was in perimenopause, the hormonal transition zone before menopause. My body was trying to tell me something was off, but I just didn't know how to listen. But everything changed when I went to nutrition school at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, and that's where I discovered the science behind the food-hormone connection. It was truly eye-opening, and it helped me to finally cool down those hot flashes naturally. And now I want to share the same knowledge with you. So let's talk about the facts. According to the North American Menopause Society, over 75% of women experience hot flashes during perimenopause and menopause. And for some women, those hot flashes can last for 7 to 10 years. So why do hot flashes happen? It all comes down to hormone fluctuations, particularly with estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, and insulin. Estrogen helps to regulate your internal thermostat and keeps your blood vessels flexible. And as those levels decline during perimenopause and menopause, your brain, particularly the hypothalamus, becomes hypersensitive and starts misreading your body's temperature. And it thinks you're overheating even when you're not, which triggers hot flashes, night sweats, and sudden waves of heat. And so estrogen, it also supports your mood, memory, and metabolism. So when it dips, a lot can feel off balance. With progesterone, this is your calming, balancing hormone. And this helps you to sleep, it reduces anxiety, and keeps estrogen in check. And when progesterone is low, which often happens before estrogen starts dropping, women feel more irritable, anxious, and overstimulated. And so without enough progesterone, your body loses its what we call that chill factor, and temperature regulation becomes even more difficult. Cortisol is your stress hormone. And when it's elevated for long periods from lack of sleep, emotional stress, overworking, or poor diet, it fans the flame of hormone imbalance. And high cortisol can make hot flashes more intense, it can disrupt your sleep, increase belly fat, and suppress both progesterone and estrogen. You can think of it as adding lighter fluid to a fire that's already smoldering. And then finally, with insulin, this is the hormone that manages your blood sugar. But when you're eating too much sugar or processed carbs, your body becomes insulin resistant, meaning that it can't use insulin properly. This leads to blood sugar spikes, energy crashes, and more fat storage, especially around the belly. So guess what? Fluctuating blood sugar also triggers hot flashes and night sweats. And so balancing insulin is one of the most overlooked yet powerful ways to reduce hormonal heat. So what's the science behind the food-hormone connection? Well, food isn't just fuel, it's information for your body. Every bite you take sends signals to your hormones telling them what to do. For example, high sugar, high carb foods spike insulin, which leads to insulin resistance, increased belly fat, and even hot flashes. Processed and inflammatory foods trigger cortisol, which is your stress hormone, which disrupts the balance of estrogen and progesterone. And then there's caffeine and alcohol. These can deplete B vitamins and raise cortisol, making hot flashes more intense and disrupting sleep, which in turn disrupts all of your other hormones. Now, on the flip side, when you eat nutrient-dense whole foods like leafy greens, healthy fats, fiber-rich veggies, and hormone-friendly herbs, you're sending your body a calming, balancing message. These foods nourish your glands, support detoxification, and help your liver process excess estrogen, keeping your hormones in harmony. So yes, the right food can literally cool the fire, balance your mood, and help you feel like yourself again. Now I'd like to share the top 10 foods that trigger hot flashes. So here are some of the most common culprits. Number 1, caffeine, especially coffee, for all of you coffee drinkers and coffee lovers. Number 2, alcohol. Red wine is a major trigger because of the sugar content. Number 3, spicy foods. You want to think hot sauce, peppers, curry. Number 4, sugar, especially refined sugar. Number 5, processed carbs like white bread, pastries, and pasta. Number 6 is dairy, especially full-fat cheeses. Number 7 are fried foods like fast food, fried chicken. Number 8, artificial sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose. Number 9 is soda. Yes, even the diet kind. Number 10, processed meats such as bacon, sausage, and deli meat. And so these foods either spike blood sugar, raise cortisol, or trigger inflammatory responses, all of which create hormonal imbalances. Now I'd like to share some healthy alternatives to help you quench the flames. So here's what I recommend instead. Foods and teas that cool the body and nourish your hormones. Number 1, leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula. Number 2, we've got to get those berries in, whether it's blueberries, cherries, raspberries. They have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant-rich properties. Number 3, healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, and flax seeds, which are all my favorites. Number 4, nuts and seeds, especially pumpkin and chia seeds. I like sprinkling these on my salads. I even mix chia seeds with my scrambled eggs, oatmeal, or even my smoothies. Number 5 is omega-3s, salmon, sardines, or a clean fish oil supplement. Number 6 is whole grains like quinoa, millet, or buckwheat. Number 7, herbal teas like sage tea, moringa tea, or chamomile. And if you'd like a deeper dive on the benefits of moringa tea, I invite you to listen to podcast episode 240, where I talk about low estrogen symptoms and 5 natural ways moringa balances women's hormones. Number 8, you want to make sure that you're eating those cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Number 9 is you want to include those phytoestrogen foods. And phytoestrogen foods are those plant-based foods that contain natural compounds that mimic estrogen in the body. And these compounds gently support hormonal balance, especially during perimenopause or menopause, as our estrogen levels start to decline. So you want to make sure you're eating things like flaxseed, apples, carrots, lentils, and even tofu. Number 10 is staying hydrated by drinking water. You can add cucumber or mint to your water, or you can enjoy it in the form of an herbal tea. You can try sipping cooling teas like peppermint or sage before bed. And one study showed that women who drank sage tea daily reported fewer and less intense hot flashes in just a few weeks. Hot flashes are our body's SOS signal. And the good news is, through food, rest, and rhythm, you can calm the fire and restore your balance. So let's wrap it all up. As we close out today's episode, I want to leave you with a powerful reminder from Genesis 9:3. Where God says everything that lives and moves about will be food for you. Just as I gave you the green plants, I now give you everything. This scripture is a beautiful affirmation that God in His wisdom provided everything we need, straight from the earth, to nourish, restore, and balance our bodies. Whole foods created by His hand are designed to work with our natural rhythms, not against them. When we choose nutrient-rich plants, seeds, herbs, and clean sources of protein, we're aligning with God's original plan for wellness, one that supports our hormones, restores our energy, and brings our bodies into harmony. On the other hand, processed and synthetic foods, often man-made, are altered from their original form and can disrupt the beautiful systems God designed in us. These foods may offer convenience, but they rob us of vitality, balance, and wholeness. So as you go about your week, I want to encourage you to look at food not just as fuel, but as a form of faith, a way of honoring the temple God gave you and returning to the natural gifts He's provided to support your journey to healing and wholeness. If this episode gave you clarity or relief, share it with a friend who needs it too. And make sure you're subscribed so you never miss an episode of Integrative Medicine for Energy and Health. For personalized support or to join one of my virtual groups, visit feelgreatgodsway.com. Until next time, keep your light shining, your body nourished, your hormones happy, and stay well in Him. I'll leave you with Psalm 104, Verse 14, He makes grass grow for the cattle and plants for people to cultivate, bringing forth food from the earth. Hey friend, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds and share it with a friend who may want to have more energy and improve their health naturally? Also, I would love it if you could leave a quick review for the show on Apple Podcasts. It blesses me tremendously to know that this podcast is helping you. Alrighty then, it's time to go make a protein shake and go for a hike. No more days of feeling tired and drained. I'll see you in a few days for another episode. God bless.